Hey guys, it's Mike from Bromance03 Gamers, and I'm here to give you guys a bit of a content update. So I'm sure as you guys have noticed, the days that we like to put out our videos is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We try to put out Dynasty Warriors 8 in the morning, and we're now doing Samurai Warriors 4, which we like to put out towards the evening, or maybe in the late afternoon. So Dynasty Warriors 8, we're playing through, we're just about done actually. One of the fun things about that is that's going to go until about mid-March. That's our plan on that one. About that time, Senran Kagura comes out, which we have all the intentions of playing and doing a little bit of a series on. Also, that's about the time that Dead or Alive Extreme 3 is coming out. So me and John are going to start doing a series we're calling the Waifu Wars. Where he and I play through the game and just basically be as bombastic as possible. Let's go with. The other thing that's coming out is Samurai Wars 4 Empires. So we're doing Samurai Wars 4, The Legend of Tokugawa and the Land United, just as a intro to the Samurai Warriors 4 universe. We're kind of late on it, so we couldn't really do kind of a walkthrough or, show you oh, here's how you get this item, or this is a good way to get these things, or things like that. So we just wanted to give you a bit of a sampling, see, here's what Tokugawa has dealt with, here's what the Land United, this is how it basically ends up in Tokugawa's hands at the end of the series. That being said, you may have also noticed we're starting to do gamer backfights, which are one of our planned series. The gamer backfight basically is John, Bob, and I sit down for about 50 minutes and play one fighting game. Usually it's a versus match. We're not probably going to play stories or anything like that, just because, well, those are fun. It's, you got to have a sort of certain mindset, and it's, I think, a bit more enjoyable when, friends come together and play the game instead of, sit there and oh, what do you think this means in the story, or what does that mean? We kind of do that with the other series. So with that, we kind of wanted to break away because we wanted, a little bit of diversity to what we're doing. So that's basically what's coming up in the next next 2 months or so. We're also looking at Far Cry Primal. That's coming out, so I think maybe about a week's worth. We're going to do a let's try. Hey, here's some of the game. Look at it. It's kind of fun if we think it's fun, or I think, John and Bob might enjoy it. It looks really interesting. I'm just about waiting to play it, so. Okay. So that being said, gamer backfights, they're going to be happening monthly, as you can see on the screen here. They happen monthly. Down here we have basically what we're doing each month. So we have Samurai Wars for the Samurai Warriors 4 Empires, which will eventually replace Samurai Warriors 4 itself. I've timed it out so it should equal about the time that we start recording. So the last episode of The Land United should go up about the same time we're recording for Empires. We did a dry run with Empires 8 to see how we would play and things like that, and it seemed to go well, so we don't seem to have any problems with that. That being said, we then have a little bit of kind of sparseness to the schedule, just because we're still trying to hammer out what we're going to do. One Piece Burning Blood, as you can see here, because I'm sure if you looked at the screen, you'll see what we're reading off of, or what I'm reading off of at least. One Piece Burning Blood, our big plan there is that might be June's gamer backfight, just because we're gonna play through that and have our fun with it. We are going to continue doing Dynasty Warriors. Once that finishes out in March, we're going to probably pick up with Senran Kagura. We're kind of in the discussion of what we're going to replace that with in the intermediate. But once April comes around, we're going to do Lu Bu's story, which is actually a full-fledged Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends set of boards. It's the whole point to the Extreme Legends 8 series. So that'll be that. We'll go through the whole thing. We're doing the historical route. Right now we're doing all the historical routes just because, it's one of those things. We could do the hypotheticals, um, which we do intend to do, but for right now we're kind of pacing out Dynasty Warriors just because there's a lot of content there. Uh, because Lubu's story is so short, it's going to be probably like 3 weeks of that. After that, though, towards the like mid-May, we're going to put up Dynasty Warriors 8 Woo. We're going to run through that really quick. We're going to try to figure out also what we're doing in May and April. So right now it's like almost the end of February. So we're going to try to figure that out as we get closer. In June, we have decided there's going to be two series, well, not series, but at least two things that we want to do. One thing we want to do is we want to do an E3 commentary, which is not going to be a live event. Maybe if we had more fans or we, felt that we could, kind of justify doing that, we probably would. But it's more or less us just maybe taking the video we have seen from E3 and just going through the announcements, like a highlights reel, and then just us explaining what we feel about it. How, is this a good thing? Do we enjoy it? Does this sound like the right move? We'll give our opinions on who we thought won, who each person felt was good, where they were strong, where they were weak, things like that. What announcements we saw, were we surprised? Were we happy to see some of these? Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? Basically normal commentary on that. After we do that, though, we are going to begin what we're calling Summer Gaiden, which is John, Bob, and I playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and probably Ninja Gaiden 3, and probably Yabia. We're going to go through the entire Ninja Gaiden series, mostly because number 2 is an infamous story between me and John. John has never seen me play the game, but he has heard many a tale of me playing that game. And if you haven't noticed, John is quick to the anger. And this is a game that induces a lot of anger. That being said, that'll be going on basically all summer. That's going to be, from June, July, and August, depending on, how much we record and how far we get. Once July rolls around, we're probably going to start putting up Dynasty Warriors Shu, their historical route. And the reason why we're going to do that is because John and I really love Koei. Bob also loves Koei. He wouldn't be a part of this if he, really didn't love Koei or didn't like to talk about like what's going on with them. Koei at the beginning of the year had stated that they're going to make a big announcement because last year was their, I believe, 15th or their 20th year. I believe it was their 20th. I think. Their 15th or the 20th year. Basically, and what happened is they said, we forgot to make a big announcement last year because they announced a lot of things. They Niho and things like that. They announced those kinds of things, but they didn't really announce Dynasty Warriors 9, which a lot of people wanted. So we get the feeling that somewhere between June and Tokyo Game Show, which would be somewhere way the fuck over here, in September, they're probably going to announce Dynasty Warriors 9. With that being said, that's going to be us just chitting and chatting about that probably the whole time. We'll, be gossiping and, fangirling over the new, whatchamacallits, the new costumes and things like that. And, new characters if they add any. And, sometimes me and John will talk about that and Bob will join in. But yeah, we think that's going to happen around then. So once Dynasty Warriors 9 is announced, we're probably going to finish the year out with Jin. And then depending on when they're going to release Dynasty Warriors 9, we might rush through all the hypothetical stages and just show you guys, like, okay, here's what's going on. And then we'll just kind of, like, you know, fangirl out the whole time, like I said. Oh my god. But yeah, for right now, that's what we got going. Inevitably, like, we started this out thinking, hey, we'll do a podcast. We still want to do a podcast, but it's sort of a, like, time constraint thing. We only record one day a week because of our schedules. So, you know, like Friday we record for about, I'd say up to 5-10 hours, somewhere between 5 and 10 hours. I mean, we don't, you know, we don't lack recording. So, that being said, that's what we got going on so far. If you have any input or any, like, hey, you know, I'd love to see this game or I'd love to see that game, I would love to hear from you guys. If you have any idea of what you would like to see us play, we're trying to diversify. Like, yeah, we did Naruto, and we're probably gonna do a little bit of Far Cry. And each month we're gonna be doing a new fighting game, for however long that's gonna last. But you know, I'm trying to think of what we could do that's not Koei, but at the same time is easy to record and, you know, commentate on. So yeah, that being said, we've pretty much got all that in order. That seems to be what we're doing right now. So if you guys want to be a true hero of the three gamers, we would love if you like, comment, or subscribe. We try to do that as our sign-off, just because, you know, to us, you would be heroes, because it would help us to not have to go do the manual labor jobs that we go do, basically. So, you guys have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend. This should be going up soon, so enjoy your day.